appreciated and insights, and been great being on the board with you, and appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's without a doubt been the most rewarding chapter of my career so far, and it's quite rare, I think, to find yourself in a place with enough folks headed in the same direction that we can all get it done. And it's been great, and I'm sure the new board is going to keep going forward. I did want to share just a poem with you guys. It's been the urban myth is that it's from Mother Teresa's orphanage hanging on the wall there, but I'm not sure it's also been credited to somebody else. But it's gotten me through a lot of difficult moments, and certainly on the board, you know, you need a place to go sometimes. So you'll pardon maybe the religious piece at the end here, but it says this. It says, people are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. Oh, it's called anyway, sorry. If you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you'll win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. So, thank you. It's really been a pleasure to serve with you.
Thank you. Great.
And Josh, for those who have been watching board meetings over the last 3 years or so, whenever we got into the priorities, I said, Josh, the equity priority?
I can't say it in my sleep, but
it's
it doesn't really appreciate
well, whenever we had an issue, whenever we had an issue, I mean, how many issues do we deal with? But, Josh always brought us back to our priorities as we dealt with what we do in the district, and ensuring that, we adhere to all of our priorities as we make the decisions every day, long term. So, I always appreciated that. So, I didn't have to remember them because I could just say and know that we were all trying to, as Josh said, all trying to move in the same direction. So I always appreciate that, and echo Brad regarding the willingness to take on leadership roles within the board. There's officers, then there's all the guys that do the work, committee work, the real work of chairing a committee. Josh has chaired several over the past few years, and it's always rewarding work, but work nonetheless. And a gift certificate at the end. I'm not sure that's the lovely parting gifts. I mean, it's but we appreciate all your work, Josh, on behalf of the community and specifically the children of the community. So,
Thank you very much.
Anyone else regarding Bornstein right now? We're going to do a bit more. We do have to go into exec session after our business here. It is just to notify the public. We will be adjourning to the other room, and I'll entertain a motion at that point. Right now, I'll entertain a motion regarding the business before us. And this is a special voting meeting. We did call this last week we called this meeting. Rather than waiting till the 28th, we wanted to go ahead and get this 2010-11 business over with before we get into next year. And I'm going to call this meeting to order. Doreen, right? So we're in order now, and officially call a special voting meeting June 21st, the first day of summer, full day of summer, and we're officially in order, and I'll entertain motions at this point.
I would like to move the resolution of the Board of Education ratifies an agreement between the Ithaca City School District and the Ithaca Teachers Association regarding a collective bargaining agreement effective July 1, 2010 through June 30, 2012, and authorize the superintendent of schools to enter into the setting.
Second.
Second by Jody Max. Any comments, questions regarding? Are we good?
Just briefly,
Please do.
the board's really happy about this moving forward. This was something that we spent a lot of time and effort on. It was an important part of moving us forward and getting the district's work done. So we're pretty excited and relieved and happy to have put this behind us and get back to the work for our students. And so we're pretty happy and glad that this negotiation has been resolved and we can focus on our task here.
You know me, I can never let anything go. So the biggest principle I learned about negotiating when I was a member of ITA was, you have to recognize when the deal's in the room. And I'm really glad that we've all recognized that and we're here to ratify this today.
That's it, Josh?
Of course, the board is happy. Well, rephrase that. We are trying our best to acknowledge the hard work of our phenomenal teachers and educators in the district, and trying to balance that with the fiscal responsibility the district has. And so the resolution is great, even while not one may be as pleased as what we've come up with, but I find it to be a solid resolution. What I would like to comment on is, for me, from the work that I do, from my perspective being a former teacher, that the negotiation process is one that legally I just can't stand. The fact we can't have direct, open, honest conversations and dialogue. And so I'm hoping that we all know that as we ratify this deal, we'll be right back at the table within a couple months. And so I'm very much looking forward to a new rash of negotiations where we can try our best to sort of find those places to have some dialogues, both some changes on our end and elsewhere. And so I'm looking forward to what comes next. And so while we know this is a small step, we're looking forward to the larger steps that it may lead to down the road. So thank you for the team that put in hours and hours and hours of work to make this happen.
Anyone else? Thank you, Sean. Go ahead.
Negotiations between the teachers union and the board is very difficult for me. I feel torn, between a rock and a hard place. I'm very happy that it's over. I tried to sit back and not express different views. I have to remember, though, that I don't want to say I'm no longer a teacher, because I will always be, but that at this moment I'm a board member, and that's very difficult at times. So I am very glad it is over, settled, and it's too bad it's starting again.
We'll take the summer off. Jim.
Yeah,
All right. Anyone else? Let's go ahead and vote, I believe. All those in favor? And that is everyone. And there are no opposed. So resolution passes by unanimous vote. And on to the next.
I'll move we go into executive session.
I'll second it.
And we're adjourned to go into executive session. Thank you all, and enjoy your work this summer, and enjoy... Brad, did you say why we're going in?
Particular persons and negotiations. You're not the only one.